Yeah, this is the Marv 800 back again, once again. I want to quickly show my Hulkamania tapes. I've got all 6 Hulkamania tapes, the series. I quickly want to show you them in these videos. In another video, I'm going to show my Hogan DVD. But this video is just going to be the videotapes. So the first one, of course, is Hulkamania. Of course, mine's crappy because it's cut from the original clamshell. This is originally in clamshell form. Mine's unfortunately cut, but at least I still got it. I guess it's better than not having the tape at all. The back's all shitty. It's cut pretty bad, but the tape still works good. I got this at a Jungle Video in Brantford, Ontario. So this is just shitty though. It's too bad it's cut from the original, but oh well, what can you do? So there's Hulkamania, the first one, which came out I think in '85. This is a very good tape to have. The original one, a interview that Hogan did on there was kind of fake. I didn't believe all of that, what he said on there about the interview and that. But how much true that interview really was, I don't know. But and here's one that's in perfect clamshell form, Hulkamania 2. This one's in clamshell. This has not been cut. This is the original clamshell, Hulkamania 2, which I think came out in '87, I think. This is a pretty good one, Hulkamania 2. This has got some good matches. Now, this one's got a good one of him against Kamal on there for Madison Square Garden. It's also got Hogan and George Steele teamed up against Randy Savage and Adrian Adonis. That was a pretty good tag match. And of course, it's got all the stuff with him and Paul Orndorff and that on there. All what was going on in '86, '87's all on there. So that's a pretty good one to have. And this one's really crappy. This has got a rip on it. In this case, this is pretty shitty. But Hulkamania 3. It's another good tape. This is all about him and Andre the Giant, the inside the story of the Giant portrayal. Joining him and Andre. This is mostly all about him and Andre, Hulkamania 3, from WrestleMania 3 right up till WrestleMania 4 and everything that happened. It's got him against King Kong Bundy on here from the January '88 Saturday Night's main event. It's got him against Andre, of course, from the main event from February of '88. Everybody knows that match. Famous Twins match, the Hebners, Dave and Earl, that famous switch, the referees, everybody knows that match, where they have the referees switch, and everybody knows that one. There's Hulkamania 3. Number 4, this one again, this one's in pretty crappy condition too, but the side's all screwed up on it, but still, I'm still, like I said, glad to have the tape. It's better than not having it at all. So there's Hulkamania 4. This one I think came out in '89, I believe, Hulkamania 4. And then here's Hulkamania 5, aka Hulkamania Forever. It's really number 5, but they call it Hulkamania Forever. This again is cut from the original box, but this came out in 1990. This has got his match against Ultimate Warrior from WrestleMania 6 on it. It's got other matches against him, against Earthquake. It's got the behind-the-scenes look at the making of the Suburban Commando. So this one's pretty good. There he shows him on the back hitting the late great Canadian Dino Bravo with a 2x4 in the back there. That's a pretty good picture on the back there. So that one's a good one. And then Hulkamania 6, which was the last in the series. Shows Hogan with the American flag on the front. This one's really good. This one's mostly, this one I think came out in '91. This has got all the stuff against like Sergeant Slaughter from WrestleMania 7. All the stuff with Slaughter from '91. I think it's got does it have the Desert Story match on this one? I think it's got their Desert Story match from Madison Square Garden on this one too, I believe. I haven't seen this in a very long time, but I think it is. And it's also got a match on here with Hogan against, in a rare match against Undertaker, which was I think was it a Superstars of Wrestling dark match or something, where Hogan pins the Undertaker on the 1, 2, 3, a clean pin, pins him right on the middle of the match. It's never aired on TV, but it's on this tape. And you know, Hogan did pin the Undertaker 1, 2, 3. There was no controversy or anything in the match. It was just a clean pin. That's on this one. It's also got a rare match with Hogan against Stan Hansen from Japan on this one too, which is a really good match, which I think you can get on the Stan Hansen set, I believe. This Stan Hansen Japan DVD. I think High Spots has got that, which I'm going to be getting down the road. I don't have that yet, but I will be getting it. So there's Hulkamania 6. Now, there's some of these other tapes I'm going to show you are not part of the Hulkamania series, but I'm going to show them anyways. The Hulkster Hulk Hogan. This one I think came out in '86, I believe. This is just, some of these matches I think are clipped. Yeah, the one against the Iron Sheik, which is a rare one, I think, that took place in the Spectrum, but it's clipped. That's when Hogan takes his Sheik's boot off at the end, towards the end of the match, and just beats him with it. Then all the wrestlers come in at the end and try to get them apart, and that one's on this match. But unfortunately, it's a clip, though. It's too bad they didn't show it in full. But and then it's got his famous cage match against Don Morocco. That one's on here. The Madison Square Garden in '85. That one's on this one, and this is a good tape to have. This is one of my favorites. The Hulkster Hulk Hogan. Vince McMahon hosts this one. And then here's one, I think this came out in '88, I believe. Hulk Hogan Real American, the Collector Series, 60 minutes. This is the only tape I believe where you can find the Hogan Andre cage match from WrestleFest '88. I don't think Vince has released on any of the DVDs or anything that I know of, but I could be wrong. But I know it's on this tape. Hogan versus Andre from WrestleFest '88 outdoor in the steel cage match, which is pretty good. And then it's got Hogan against Nikolai Volkov from Saturday Night's Main Event, 1985, the flag match. It's got him against Haku, and of course the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. And this one's hosted by Mean Gene Okerlund. This is a really good one to have. And then that Immortal Hulk Hogan, which came out in '92, I think. Its greatest matches. This, unfortunately, I can't play it anymore. The tape's screwed. It won't play anymore. It's all. I kept the tape, I just can't play it because it's really wore out. I'm hoping to get another copy of this sometime. This one's unfortunately wore out, but it's got a really rare tag match. It's got Hogan and Piper teaming up against Sid Justice and Ric Flair, which is a really good match. I wish I could watch it, but just don't play anymore. So it's just wore out, which is too bad, but hopefully I'll find another copy of this somewhere. I know you can probably get it off Amazon, but I never usually order off Amazon, so I'm hoping to find it somewhere in my hometown, maybe somewhere. Maybe somebody will take it to the pawn shop, find it there or something, or at a yard sale or somewhere. Hopefully I'll get that again. And the last one I want to show you is a rare one. This is the AWA, Hulk Hogan's AWA highlights, 81 to 83. Another good one. This has got him and Andre against the entire Heenan family on this one in a tag team match. And it also shows Hogan's very first AWA World Title match against Nick Bockwinkel, which is not cut with this one's until I think on the DVD Vince released the Spectacular Legacy of the AWA. The match is actually cut towards the end. It doesn't show Hogan going through the massive crowd at the end with the belt over his head, which it shows on the VHS. So it's good to have the VHS. Plus, it's got all the interviews surrounding the matches and that, which makes this really good. I really like the part where Mean Gene Okerlund's interviewing him at the beginning, and Hulk Hogan goes, "I'm bringing in the heavy artillery, Daddy. I'm bringing in the heavy artillery." And he brings in Andre the Giant, and Mean Gene Okerlund goes, "My word, you can't get any heavier than Andre the Giant." And Andre goes, "It's not Hulkamania anymore, it's Giant Mania." I thought that was pretty cool. So anyways, this has been the Marv 800, showing my Hulk Hogan, Hulkamania collection and Hulk Hogan tapes, and I'm out.